The 11th edition of the Federation of Africa University Sports FASU Games, themed Unite, Compete, Excel, # Lagos 2024, jointly hosted by University of Lagos Akoka and Lagos State University Ojo, is slated to commence 20th all through 29th September 2024. This press conference marks one of the events lined up ahead of the Games at the Hall 2 of the Senate Building, University of Lagos.
Our job is to do the best that we can and pray that, as we say, God will crown our work with success.
At this press briefing are members of UNILAG governing body, the Vice-Chancellor, the 3 Deputy Vice-Chancellors, the Acting Registrar and Secretary to the Governing Council, the School Librarian, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Folasade Ogunsola, OON, revealed plans and preparation around the program.
The best we can do is train our athletes and give them the places to practice, and then have them ready so that if they are called nationally, they'll be available. Now, going forward, one of the things that's become very clear is that we have developed our sports facilities to a very high standard. So we are presently building a sports hostel so that we can have a proper sports academy going on from here. So we look forward to that. So once that is there, you can be sure that you can come and get your athletes from here. But we're already supplying the country anyway. It's just that it will be now much more measured.
She highlights the significance of the Games, describing it as a way of promoting unity, youth empowerment, and academic excellence across Africa.
Because we had taken the rights a long time ago, since the Nuga Games, you know. But it's really that Nigeria has a bad rap generally. And when you bring people in to meet us and to come to Nigeria, they always change their minds. So the narrative out there is not always great. But we have found that when you bring people in, they meet Nigerians, they recognize what a great people we are. That's one. Africa needs to come together if it's going to triumph. And what better way to do it than sports? So as we bring the young people together, it's not just about the sports, it's not just about the competing, but it's also really about the unity. That unity part is particularly important because if we're going to move forward and become a power in the world, we have to be united. And sports, we know, is one of those areas where that happens. And lastly, for University of Lagos, and I'm sure I'm speaking for LASU as well, it gives our students a chance to meet other people, to broaden their horizon. And sports is about discipline, it's about resilience, it's about persistence. And those same traits are the traits that are needed for success in any sphere of life. So we're always very happy to encourage our students as they push their limits, because if they have that spirit, they will apply it anywhere, and it's a recipe for success.
Some of the athletes anticipate securing a leading position in the overall outcome of the game.
Camp is actually a very nice one. It's comfortable for everyone. And training, we've been training really hard, train twice a day, morning and afternoon. Because, exam period, most of us were off and we just have to do all our best to catch up and get that team bonding we need.
The semi-pro teams, we invite them to play to boost our confidence, and when we play with them, they give us a lot of fight, which makes us improve our games. I'm very confident because the last Nuga and this year team is a completely different team, and which is we picked a lot of talented players now, which are disciplined, and I'm very confident in each and every one of the players, and I believe in them. I know we are going places, and we are going to collect the gold by the special grace of God.
So I'm in the 400, the 200, the 4x1 and the 4x4, both mixed 4x1, 4x4. For these FASU Games, I've had to think a lot and see how I can push in my best to getting a personal best if that's possible by God's grace, getting a personal best. And of course, I'll just say everyone should sit tight and expect UNILAG to know what they do best, which is always win. So by the grace of God and with the work of our coaches and the athletes, I believe would come back very well.
With the press conference over, members of the press are taken round to see facilities available and the upgrades going on. First, the basketball pitch. Volleyball, cricket are all set for the games. The football pitch is also in perfect shape.
Like what you're saying, we're just preparing for the forthcoming FASU game. In University of Lagos, we're actually participating in most of the sports like basketball, table tennis, Scrabble, chess, badminton, athletics, and so forth. We have numbers of the games going on. Almost all the games will be featuring. That's why we have almost 100-something participants representing the school. I think with this, we are actually targeting the gold as overall. Since we are co-hosting with LASU, I think we have to do everything to make sure we get the best for the school.
The UNILAG football team is gearing up as seen here. It's evident here that UNILAG sporting team is show ready for these games. This FASU Games marks 2 years since UNILAG hosted the 26th Nigerian University Games Nuga. The FASU Games will be held at both UNILAG's Akoka campus and LASU's Ojo campus, reflecting the collaborative spirit of this year's hosts.